Hi guys, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Allison.
And today we're going to be talking about how to know if you're ready for PR. PR is such a great tool. As PR professionals, we know it's such an invaluable way of getting your brand out there and getting recognition for the incredible things that you're doing. That being said, there are certain things that need to be aligned and be ready to go before your company or brand is actually ready for PR, and Allison is going to talk about that.
Absolutely. So the very first thing is having a realistic timeline. A lot of times a brand calls us either too early, when they just have an idea in mind, or too late to tell us they've launched a few weeks ago and now they want to get coverage around their launch. So there's definitely a sweet spot somewhere in between the two. And it's also important to understand that media works on a timeline as well. So if you really care about getting into those monthly glossy publications, they actually work on a 3 to 6 month lead time. So we're pitching them 3 to 6 months ahead of you picking it up on stands. So for a fall collection, we start pitching that in May, and for a spring collection, we start pitching that in October. And these are things that you can keep in mind as you start to think about a PR plan.
Great, so we have that timeline set. We're keeping in mind publications. What comes next? What do you need next to be ready for PR?
You need the key pieces in place. So the first thing is branding. You want to think about your logo and your website. You need to have a clear aesthetic and a clear message for your brand. You also want to make sure that you have a working website, not the 1.0 version, but the grand finale version, so that when we go to pitch the media and they look at you for the first time, you're giving the impression you want to give. That's super important. The next thing is making sure your product is actually ready to go to market and that the timeline for that is realistic. So you need to make sure that the consumer can actually experience your product. And the final thing is thinking about other pieces like your social media handles or a photo shoot. We're going to need photo assets in order to pitch the media and have them cover your story. So these are all actually things that we here could produce on your behalf. But again, you need to think about giving us that timeline to create all of those pieces so that when it comes to launch, they're all ready.
Awesome. So we have the practical timeline. We have all of our pieces, all of our photography, all of our branding, all of our marketing. Is PR next?
Potentially. You need to make sure that you're prepared for rapid growth. So one of the #1 killers of small businesses and new businesses in America is actually rapid growth. You need to make sure that you're ready for success and that your business is scalable. A lot of times when someone gets a ton of exposure, they're unable to fulfill the orders and their website's sold out. So you need to make sure that the consumer is going to have a really positive experience their first time interacting with your brands.
Yeah, those are actually all things that we look for when we're signing on new clients, making sure that all of these boxes are checked, just because we want to make sure you guys get the best return on investment. That's what PR is. We're providing earned media and publicity, and to make all of that happen, we need all of that to be ready to go. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any thoughts, any comments, any ideas on what topics we should cover next, or whatever it is that you want to hear us talk about, please let us know and we'll be happy to cover those for you. So thanks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.